We are at Fridheimar on the 27th October 2023 in Iceland, the tomato farm.
Where the group went? They all went inside. Yeah, go. I don't know what you're inside.
अंदर है क्या?
आप लोग स्टार्टिंग से साथ में गए ना? आप लोग उसके साथ में
चलो ओके गाइड है
How the right me.
Yeah.
ये देखो टमाटो चेरी टमाटो ये यहाँ देखो ना चेरी टमाटो
And now we can please follow me this way, yeah? Please make me the line. Thank you. Can you please make me the line? Thank you.
सुनो ये क्या बोल रहा हूँ सुनना की जरूरी है
कहाँ बोल रहे हो?
वो आगे गाइड है लोकल गाइड
आइए
ये बाद में नहीं दे सकते अभी करो ये टमाटो दे रहा है
Please, can you?
yes try one
Thank you.
काफी जूसी हो अच्छा
पालक और रेड एंड ग्री वाले
Bagos from Holland to eat all the fish.
the bamboo. It is. Wait, look at the bees. This is the bee. Magnet.
These are all the tomato farms. This is how they are grown.
Okay, everybody here?
सुन रही है
We have our guide Sonia.
I will open this box up later on so you can see the piece a little bit more, but for now, I'm going closer.
क्या कर रही है हाँ, देखो।
How many are you? Quite many. Maybe it's the best. I'm not that tall, so I think it's best for me. But everybody, hi, my name is Sonia, and I'm just gonna talk a little bit about this place, which we have on here. It takes about 10 minutes-ish, and if you have any questions, of course, just ask me after my speech. It's no problem at all. I will try to answer as many as possible. And also later on after the speech, we're gonna have some tomato ice cream for you guys. And trust me, these are good ice cream. We have tomato dessert sauce on top of it, so don't be afraid of it, I would say. But yeah, I'm just gonna talk about how we run things here, how we do things, and yeah. But then just welcome to Friðheimar. So this is probably your first time here, yes?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
So Friðheimar, this is a family-owned business. It's owned by Knútur and Helena and the 5 children, and all of them are in this business. And here we mainly do 3 things. So outside, you might have seen it, but we have horses over there. And at the stables, we have like horse shows and stable visits. Then of course we have the restaurant right over there. And then the last thing we have is all of these greenhouses. And right now we have around 9 greenhouses, and that's around 10,000 square meters of greenhouses. And we are growing about 4 varieties of tomatoes. So you'll see right over here, these are the piccolo tomatoes, which you just tasted. These are the very small, sweet, cherry-like tomatoes. Then we also grow livento, which are like the normal shaped tomato. Then we have heirloom tomatoes, which are these big, juicy ones. And the last thing we have is the plum tomato. And right now, we are harvesting around 2 tons of tomatoes every single day of the year. So it's a lot of tomatoes which we have over here. And you're probably wondering how we get to grow them here in Iceland, because I would say most of the time we're not lucky with the weather here. The weather in Iceland is very, especially in the winter time, it's dark, it's cold and not so nice. And even in the other seasons, you never know how the weather will be. But because of that, we have to use a lot of help from nature, and especially the hot water from the ground. So in this greenhouse, you will see white pipes all over it. It's like beneath the plants, on the walls and everywhere. And in those white pipes, we have almost boiling hot water. And this hot water, we get it from our own hot spring, and that is around 200 meters from here. And hot water is just circulating throughout these pipes, and it should be about 90 to 95 degrees Celsius. So it's almost boiling when it gets here, and this is basically heating everything up for us. We are also using these high pressure sodium lamps, which are above the plants, and these lights are on for about 14 to 17 hours every single day. So in the summertime they're on for about 14 hours, but in the winter time at least 17 hours. And all of this energy is green energy, so it's very good for the environment and also good for us because we are not paying for it. So it's quite nice, especially because we are consuming as much energy as a town of 6,000 people. So it's a lot of energy which are using here only for tomatoes. But then you're also probably wondering how we get to have these good tasting tomatoes, and hopefully they were good tasting. But the most important factor is the water quality which we are using for them. So here we water the plants with the same water as we drink. So it's a good Icelandic cold water, and it's very important to use good water for them because tomatoes are around 90 to 92% water. So of course if we're using better water for the plants, we get a better tomato in the outcome. And trust me, the Icelandic tomatoes are quite good, and especially these small ones over here. They're my favorite, I would say. But also here, we're actually not using any pesticides for the plants. So in Iceland, we don't have a lot of bugs here or flies because we're a very isolated country. So these flies are not harming our plants. But because of that, we still need to use a biological pest control system, and that is called good flies against bad flies. So we have 2 very small flies in here, and the good flies, we have to import them from the Netherlands, and it's called Macrolopus. And this good fly is basically in here, and she's eating the eggs of the bad fly. And we have to have very good balance between those 2 flies, just to have everything working here. So it's a very simple system, but very effective one, I would say. And then also with the good tomatoes. So, 7 o'clock in the morning, the greenhouse workers, they get here, they handpick everything, then we pack them and send them out to the market, usually the same day or the day after. So it's very fresh product, all over Iceland, and we actually don't export any of it. So it's just for here in Iceland. And if you go to the supermarket, you'll probably see the tomatoes, and you will see over here we have the Friðheimar logo. So then you note our product. We also then have the Icelandic flag colors over here. and that means that there's a local product. And then the owners, Knut and Helena, they went one step further and they put a picture of themselves and also information about this place just to be close to the customer. So I think it's quite nice of them because to be like have a better relationship with the consumers of our tomatoes. And also nice to see my bosses, I would say.
Yes.
And of course, to get these good tomatoes, we have to have all of these amazing plants. And right now, we have around 27,000 of them. And all of them can get about 9 months old and 9 meters long. And after those 9 months, we will send them off to local farmers and they'll compost everything for us. So it's good for us to get rid of plants, and also good for farmers here around to get some product to compost. And actually everything starts behind you in this house right over there. And this house we call the baby house or the nursery. And in there we put the seed in and let the plants grow there for about 6 to 8 weeks. And when the plants are strong enough, we put them here in the main house and they're growing very fast. So they're growing about 25 to 30 centimeters every single week, which is around 1 meter per month. And because they're growing so much, we have to take very good care of them. So, what you see, there's like white little ropes, hold them up. So every single week, the greenhouse workers, they have to get up there. They have to lower these ropes because the plants continue going upwards. So we also have to lower them. Then we have to twist them more and put them either to the right or the left. And then we have to take the 3 lowest branches of leaves of the plants. So you will see the plants are kind of stripped at the bottom part. And we don't have leaves there. And the reason why always taking those leaves is because when we have too many of them, then the leaves will take the energy from the tomatoes and give them to themselves. And of course we don't like that, so we should have around always 18 to 25 branches of leaves per plant to give the tomatoes as much energy as we can possibly give them. And as said earlier, we're harvesting around 2 tons a day and we have 27,000 plants, so it's a lot of work. And at this moment, we have only around 20 greenhouse workers. So they're dealing with this all day long, whole week. So I'm quite lucky, I'm not a greenhouse worker, so I'm not dealing with this. But we have amazing workers over here and they can do it easily every day. But talking about good workers. So these are actually the best workers which we have over here, and these are the bumblebees. So right now we have around 1,200 bumblebees. They are usually flying on the top of the plants and they are pollinating flowers at the top. So one bee can pollinate up to 2,000 flowers per day, so they're very good workers. And we get these boxes from the Netherlands also, and each box we have 60 female working bees and 1 queen. And we keep them here for about 8 weeks, but after those 8 weeks the bees will die. That's a lifetime, we cannot do anything about it. But the queen in there, she actually lives for about a year and she will reproduce herself, and we get a second generation of bees, and that will be male bees. And the male bees, they don't work at all for us. So, I don't know why, but the males, they like to fly, but they don't pollinate. So every 8 weeks we have to get these good boxes from the Netherlands to get the good female pollinators. It's just nature.
Yes.
No idea why.
What do you do with the drones, men?
Oh, we just let them fly, and then they will die. So they have a very easy life, the males. So yeah, we just let them fly. But after my speech, I'm gonna open this box up for you guys so you can see the bees. There is a glass on top so it won't fly away or anything like that. And if you're lucky, you will see the queen, and she's twice as big as the other ones. But now the one last thing we'll talk about is actually technology in here, because that's also a very important factor to grow these tomatoes. So in here we have one steering computer, and this computer basically steers the heat, water, lamps, windows, basically everything in here, and helps have control over things. And this computer is also connected to owners' phones. So the owners, they have like a app or program on the phone, and they can see everything that's happening here. So they can just go on the phone, push the buttons, and they will control the greenhouses. So it's quite nice, so they can be basically everywhere around the world and still have Iceland over here in Friðheimar. So yeah. But then I would say the 3 most important things we need to have here to do this all year round is of course technology. Then I would also say it's our knowledge. So it's been 28 years ago since the owners bought this place. So it's a lot of knowledge throughout the years. And then the last thing of all is the nature, because without the hot water here from the ground here in Iceland, we wouldn't be able to grow things here. So yeah, but these are the main things about tomatoes, and hopefully you like that. But one last thing. So we actually tried to make a lot of tomato things out of tomatoes, and even the green ones. So maybe later on, if you'd like to have any souvenirs from this place, we have a little tomato shop at the entrance right over there. We sell tomato jam, pickled tomatoes, cucumber salsas, a lot of tomato things. So if you'd like to check on it later on, I recommend to go over there. But now I'm just gonna open this box for you guys. I will also get the ice cream for you. You will like it, trust me. So please, just thank you so much for your attention, and thank you.
Just one question.
Yeah.
What exactly is the small, what we see, the pouch and then down?
This is a little soil.
The
This
top
is-
one?
Yeah, both. It's soil. We get the soil packages from Finland.
Okay.
We put the seed in this one.
Okay.
And the roots will expand
And
to
into
this
the down,
one.
okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. It's not much, but still, we get a 9 meters plant.
Okay.
And you can also put the foam
Which is the
directly on
green
the
one?
screen.
Which one is green?
If you see an extremely big one, then you will see her. You definitely know it's her.
So
but right now,
everywhere, even the bees, only the girls walk. Or the ladies walk.
that is the
The
thing.
gents are just flying.
Yeah, that is literally it. They're just flying.
Is this tomato flower?
No, so these are called Terraniums. They have no purpose, they're only pretty flowers. So it's mainly moss, some nutrients from dirt. So the soil is a little bit better than Iceland.
Green tomato jam. And cherry tomato. These are all the cherry tomatoes. This is the main thing in which first the seeds are grown and then the roots get down in. This is the tomato ice cream and we get tomato sauce. Tomato sauce. They're all available. These are the different types of bread. And this is the sweet.
रहता है लिखा हुआ कब कौन सा क्या होना है वही सही बात
Horse.
কিন্তু ব্ল্যাকটা নিজের পিছনে এখানে খাওয়া না দিলে ও আটকে 5 gates, হ্যাঁ ঘোড়ার ছবিটা তো इधर आइए ना খুব তাগড়াই বেটে হলো তাগড়াই
इधर देख तो लो
আমাদের ওই মনে পড়ছে রেসকোর্সের ঘোড়াগুলো
इसके तो बाल कितने अच्छे हैं ना गर्ल टाइप
अरे नो नो नो
कम कम कम
आपके पास वीडियो कराना है
हाँ वीडियो कराने आए हैं देखा कि वीडियो ले रहा और कोई ले ही नहीं रहा वो दोनों आके खा रहे हैं
वो आते हैं कि कुछ खिलाओ
हाँ एग्जैक्टली
और अपन कुछ खिला ही नहीं रहे
खाना खा रहा है
হ্যাঁ ও জিভ চুলকাচ্ছে
कहाँ गए अपनी जी आ जाइए जस्ट बेंड डाउन अ लिटिल कुछ नहीं करेंगे वो कुछ नहीं करेंगे हाँ लुक अप
वो इनके सर से अपनी जीभ साफ ना करें कहीं।
एक और आ रहे हैं पीछे से जनाब आ जाइए
स्मेल किया उसने है इधर गुड
काटेगा तो
नहीं ऐसा कुछ नहीं वो बैट करने देंगे अगर ऐसा है तो जैसे मैं एग्जांपल
कुछ नहीं करेगा
ट्राई
छू सकते हैं
सी दैट इज
so he's
हियर
smelling so I can touch him no reaction
মাই ডটার ডাজ शी लाइक्स
बस उसका मुंह हिलाए तो हाथ हटा देना रुकी बस
नितिन ले रहे हो क्या मैं थोड़ा सा नितिन नितिन
तो रात को भी यही हो रहा था ना प्रेजेंट नहीं बोल रहे थे नितिन नितिन नितिन
नितिन करके मेरा आधा टाइम तो
या